if you've been through some fire, if you've been through some hard times, if you've been through some things and you've allowed God to transform you, don't be afraid to show up different. Don't be afraid to look different. Sometimes we subscribe to the rhetoric of, I'm so glad I don't look like what I've been through. I feel like we haven't chatted in a while. So let's have a chat, okay? Let's get started. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I guess I should start off. Let's go back, okay? Let's go back. Hey friends, my name is Chris J and welcome. Thank you for coming to my video. I hope that you stay around. I literally just got to do a little bit of makeup on my face before I get ready for work, and I have not done like just a sit down story time, what's happening in my life, how things are going, probably in like 3 years. Yeah, so it's about time. So let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna chat, I'm gonna do my makeup. I am not a makeup artist, but in my mind, I know what I'm doing. And I only got 30 minutes to do this, so my auntie told me that I should record me doing my makeup because it'll help somebody. And so I'm going to show you guys what I do as I chat about my life that you may or may not be interested in, but we're going to get started and we only got 30 minutes to do it. So what I'm starting with is, now I've already washed and moisturized my face. I know I got like some little pimples popping up here, and this is an over 40 skin, so I don't understand what's happening. But the only thing I can think that might be going on, I think that she might not like this. I've been using this CC cream. It's so good. Like, it blends so well, and it's really, really like fast to put on. I love it, but I don't think my skin likes it, because the last week I've been using this only instead of like my old faithful NARS. I love me some NARS, but NARS is, this is my summer shade. This is not, it's not my winter shade. So I look like a little Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa when I wear this one now. I gotta work real hard to get this one to blend, but this matches my skin so well. So I mean, we're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna put this on for the purpose of today, because I said I only got a little bit of time. All right, so I'm going in with my Skin Prep by Maron. This for me is my favorite primer, like face primer. And so let's talk about where I've been at, y'all. So if you are familiar with my channel, or if you're new to my channel, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I guess I'll give you a little backstory. I'm a single mother of 3, and I don't want to say but I am a single mom of 3. I have a natural hair salon that specializes in Microlocs and just teaching. I also am a certified Sister Locks consultant, but I do Microlocs because Microlocs, well, I do a little bit of everything. I don't know if I want to put that in there. We're gonna let it ride. Let me clear it up. So I started off doing Sister Locks, and as time grew on, I evolved into doing Microlocs, because Microlocs are unregulated and you can make them different sizes. You can use different tools, and I like the flexibility and fluidity in Microlocs. You can put extensions on them. You can't do those things with Sister Locks, and I still love the brand of Sister Locks, but I love the flexibility and freedom of doing Microlocs, where you can kind of create it how you want to create it, and you know, make that skill your very own, like uniquely your own, or your style your very own. So anywho, my salon is just that. My salon is based in Maryland, and we focus on, oh, my Anastasia pen is out. Okay, so this is my favorite like little pen. It's by Anastasia. It's a little brow pencil, but child, it's not brow penciling today. So we're gonna have to use what we got. Now, I always keep a spare of something somewhere. I do have this one. This is another one, but I don't really care for this one too much, because it's like that little fat one. You see that? Anywho, it does what I needed to do. And because my hair is red, oh, let me tell you guys about my hair. Now listen, I might be on the spectrum a little bit. I ain't claiming I'm on the spectrum, but you know, I might have a little bit of ADHD in me, and it could be just because I'm around my son. He is legally diagnosed with ADHD and autism, so it could be that. But I might jump around in this video. The point of the video is for me to give y'all an update, and y'all watch me do my makeup, and I'm gonna teach y'all something. You're gonna learn. I'm gonna learn you something today. Okay. Now, getting back to it. What was I talking about? I was talking about brows. I really did forget what I was talking about. All right, anyway, let's keep going. So we're going to do these eyebrows, and this is not my favorite eyebrow pencil, but I do keep a skinny, like, hair store pencil on deck so I can kind of fill it in a little bit. And we're not going to do a full beat today. We're just doing a little update. I'm showing y'all my makeup as we go along. All right, so I have a hair salon. We're located in Glen Burnie, Maryland. And over the last 2 years, I just started training people on the art of microlocs. Now, needless to say, I am still single, okay? I am still very much a single mom. So, baby, it be hard sometimes. But in order for me to get out of the financial bracket that I'm in, there's only but so much hair that I can do. And I've been doing well for myself. I've been an entrepreneur for about 11 years at this point, and I'm so grateful and I'm so happy and I'm thankful to God that he has been sustaining me and my children and my business this long. But baby, I am ready to not have to be behind the chair 100% of the time. I love my clients, don't get me wrong. I don't want to completely not do hair. I just want to be able to do hair differently. I want to be able to live differently. And so me ramping up my YouTube channel again, okay, because one time it's like you go hard for it for a little bit and then you just fall off. And so this is me going hard for it again, because they said all of the coin reside here. Where the money reside, where the money reside. So anyway, they said all of the money reside on YouTube. And so baby, I had to get me on YouTube. So here I am on the YouTube. So anywho, I, over the last 2 years, I have been working on, it's a little over a year, and it's maybe not exactly 2 years, but I've been working on my own little program called the Sparkle Locs Academy, where I teach women how to build their own Microlocs business from home, or they can have a suite or whatever. I teach them the art of interlocking hair, how to do it, and then I also give them the sauce on how I built this business. I have a lot of clients, a lot. And sometimes I have too many clients because I am but a person, but a human. And I do have another stylist that works underneath of me in the salon. But baby, we be deadlocked, tired, and busy. So, woo, I still need more people. And that means that I got to train some more people so they can learn how to do this so that I can get from behind the chair a little bit. Now, getting into this update, y'all. I just recently gave my life over to God. And it's so weird because I thought that before that I had given my life over to God, like I thought that me and God was on good terms. I thought that, you know, I had my little situation together, but I didn't. And I'm being honest. I really did think that because I was doing all of, like, I was treating people nice, and I was, you know, I was praying, but I wasn't really like in the spirit of God. And when my son, I told y'all he was on the spectrum, right? When my son became a teenager, now okay, what am I using? Because I hear you. I heard you say, what are you using now, Chris? What I'm using right now, this is Max 24-hour smooth wear concealer. That's what we're using right now. Again, I only got a couple minutes to work with, so this ain't going to be a real serious, long beat face. But we're going to be cute before it's all over. So, anywho, my son, when he started turning into that teenage mode, he's 13 now, it got real heavy. It got real dense. And, again, I'm a single mother, and I'm not going to get emotional on here because I got to do my makeup, and I got clients coming today. But when you are a woman raising a boy by yourself, it's hard, especially if you are a girly girl woman. And I was just in such a place where I was starting to feel defeated because his grades were falling. I wasn't getting the assistance from his dad the way that I needed the assistance. Not to say that he's not around. He's around, but he wasn't like really helping the way that my son needed help and the way that I needed help in my household. Like, we getting to the point where he's like, it was going deep, y'all. It was going deep. And my support system that I normally would have like very closely beside me, they just weren't here. So I really was feeling like I was on an island all by myself. And I was at that point where I had been really deeply into practicing like African spirituality. So like I was all in for Oshun and the Orishas. And I'm not saying that those things are not good. I'm not saying that there's a problem with them, because the African spirituality, I think, is such a beautiful spiritual practice. Like, it's our people, right? And it just looks so pretty and sounds so good. But at the end of the day, I really was practicing these things by myself. It wasn't like I was over in, somewhere where they're at, like over in Africa somewhere where they're actively practicing. And I was at a African spirituality church where I was building a church family. And it wasn't that. I was just in the house doing it by myself, lighting incense and candles and things by myself. And then I still was trying to figure it out by myself. And I was so overwhelmed that I felt myself starting to become a little bit depressed. Not a little bit, probably a lot of bit. I can admit that now because I'm on the other side of that. And it wasn't any amount of therapy that was helping with it. I went to therapy. I talked to the therapist, and everything was stemming back to like your children and you needing more help. But then financially, I'm putting this money into my program, which was the point of that, right? I'm building this online platform for my program. And if you've ever built anything new, if you've ever been an entrepreneur, everything costs money. Trademarks cost money. Website builders cost money. The video editors cost money. Everything costs money. And I was just feeling like, dear God, send my rich husband right now. Because I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be struggling. So I was really feeling struggling. I was just in a very dark place. My son was just really going through it. Middle school is hard. It ain't just hard on the children. Middle school. Okay. So we're going to use this CC cream that I said I was going to use, y'all. Oh, no, we're going to do some eyes first. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of eyes. All right. This is my Juvia's Place palette. I love this palette. This is the coffee one. So anywho, I was feeling like something else got to give. And of course, we always say, God, you got to send some help. Send some help. I was like, God, I really need you to send some help, because I really am spiraling here. I don't like how I'm living. I'm not. I looked around one day and it just looked like everything would look the same. And I wasn't happy. Like, I looked at, it was in December. Well, not when I decided to start living for Christ, but I'll need to back up. Stay focused. All right. Okay, so my son was going through a dark place. And I was like, Lord, you're going to have to give me some help, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm giving it the best that I got. Giving it the best that I got. And what I was giving it wasn't good enough. It just wasn't getting me the results that I needed. And I was just feeling so stuck. And I was like, okay, I need to get him around some more men. I need to get him around some people that are going to like just take hold of him and love on him. Hell, love on me too, because I needed to be loved on too. And it's not just me. I got 2 other daughters. Now, my oldest daughter, she moved out. She's actually engaged. I'm so happy for her. And her wedding's going to be this year. But my youngest daughter, I started to see how my son's behavior and attitude and just everything was starting to affect her too. And it was just, we wasn't in a good place, y'all. I feel like that movie when she's like, Molly girl, you in danger. That's what I felt like. And in an effort for me to not be in danger, I was like, God, something got to give. So I started just finding some more hobbies first, right? I started trying to find some hobbies to get me out the house and do some more things with my children, things that we wasn't just stuck in the house, not doing stuff, right? Or me just stuck in the house working on my computer, trying to get my program together. Because I really had become a little hobbit lady. Like, I was just like, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. And I was just not doing anything. And then people started noticing, like, I started going out, making myself go out on my own little solo dates. And then my family, they would always get me to host events for them. Like when they would have birthday parties and just all like little things like that. They would be like, Chris, hey, can you come MC this event. And so I started doing little things like that around like the summertime, and that really started to pull me up out of my rut. And then I started getting my son involved in some things he likes. Like, he really loves Beyblades, and I started getting him into the tournaments with the Beyblade people, you know, his little people, so he could find his tribe. And so we were just on this whole, everybody in the family, we were on just a glow up season. Now I'm going to use this. Oh, that was not, that's not how that was supposed to happen. I was trying to do it like the regular YouTubers when they be like, they make it look all nice. Anyway, again, I'm human. I'm human. How much time I got? Girl, all right, we got 9 minutes to get this thing together. I'm trying to look for the lid. Okay, so I'm at a place where I'm starting to come up out my rut, right? Starting to come up out my rut. Me and my kids, we still doing Comic-Con, go to Blurred Con. We just having some more fun to getting us out the house and around some, oh, I didn't put on my stuff. So, color corrector from the hair store, child, from the hair store. And this is like the color orangish red something. I usually put that underneath of my dark circles. I said underneath my eyes to cover my dark circles. There, okay, that's how you say that. Anywho, I found myself in a place where we were doing more things, getting out the house, and we were really just stepping out. I was like, I know that I can't force myself to have a husband, and I know that I can't sit here and say, oh my gosh, I don't have a husband, so who's gonna help me with my child? I gotta start trying to do some things to get him right on my own. You know, do what you can do with what you got to work with. That's what we're doing here, okay? And so I started doing those things, and then that started opening up more opportunities because people started saying, hey, I love your personality. Can you come MC this event for me? Can you come do this? Then I joined a group called Social Butterfly Live, and this was a social group. Again, things to get me out the house, so I'm doing some fun stuff, and I'm not just stuck in the house with these kids feeling depressed, okay? So started doing those things. Now we're back at the brush, y'all, with the foundation on it. And I'm just lightly going over the red. We're going to put some concealer on. But I usually like to put my red orange color corrector right underneath of my foundation. So anywho, my aunt asked me to host her 70th birthday party, and this is really what kicked off me getting back into church and getting back with God, right? I was over her house, and we were planning how she wanted the event to go so that she could give me all of the deets because I was her MC. So we were sitting down planning it. I had to use the restroom, and in her restroom she has, y'all know how old school aunties are. They got them daily devotionals in the bathroom, so while you're sitting on the toilet, you can, like, you know, read your little daily devotionals. So I don't know what my book is right now. Not the point. We only got 9 minutes to work with. So she was reading the book, not reading. She had the book in the bathroom, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, auntie, this is so cute. I want one. And she was like, I'm gonna get you one. So after her birthday, she gave me a daily devotional book of my own as like a thank you. She gave me like a little thank you gift, and that was the book. And so y'all know I had been on this journey to just figure out how to do life better, to figure out how to start thriving again, to figure out, you know, how to get this zest back for life. We're doing the concealer now. Did I put concealer on earlier? Oh, I had put it on my umbrella, but anyway. So in an effort for me to learn how to be consistent, because I knew that I wanted change, I knew that I needed to do something to shake up the monotony of what had been happening in my life. I was like, you know what? We've been doing pretty good getting out of our shell, going outside again, just having fun, talking to the world. Let's start doing our daily devotionals online and on TikTok. So I started with TikTok, and I said, if I can commit to get on here every single day, no matter what I look like, no matter where I'm at, and do my daily devotional, I think this will be transformative for me. And sure enough, it was transformative. So what I did was every single day I got on TikTok, and this is a black opal stick. Sorry. I don't know what color it's in. It's kind of old now. But it's a black opal. Is it a foundation stick or I don't even know, but it's a stick from Skin Perfecting Stick Foundation, and I'm just using this for a contour, just a little light contour, which is a little light. So anywho, so I started getting on TikTok every single day and doing my daily devotionals. And I wasn't doing them live, but I was just going in there and recording it and posting it. And then I had a whole, all right, now I go underneath my chin way back there because somebody has said when you over 40, you go contour underneath your chin. It's going to give you the little chiseled effect. So that's what I started doing. We're going to just use one of my wet sponges. I like to wet my sponge. I use one light sponge and then a dark sponge, but I don't know what my dark sponge is right now. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to use what I got. Okay. So anywho, I started out doing the daily devotionals online and doing them every single day. Y'all, I got up to like 165 days. I did it all the way up until the beginning of this year. I kind of fell off. Once all of that stuff started happening in 2025, sometimes I be needing a break from the social media, child. Anywho, that really helped me to start falling in love with God again, because every single day I was reading a scripture. Every single day I was feeling like, oh my goodness, God sees me, God hears me, God knows me. So then I'm going to take the back of it and do the contour part, okay? So I just was starting to feel really, really connected to God. And it was so good for like my spirit. And then, you know, as I'm still working on my son, I'm like, you know, I want to get him around some more people, some more guys. I want to get him in a space where he is, you know, finding his own identity, his own sense of self. He's starting to love who he is and who he came from and all of those things. So I'm letting him hear my daily devotionals as well. But then I got invited to the church that I'm a part of now, which is called Union Church. Well, when I got invited to Union Church, it was by my assistant of all people. She said that her son was going through, you know, well, I won't say going through, but her son is who introduced her to Union Church because he got invited to their student night. Her son is, I think, 16 or 17, and he got invited to their student night, and he started going to the student night all the time. And I was like, at the church? And she was like, yes, girl. She said, and when I saw my son was excited to go to church, I said, well, I got to see what this is. She said, baby, I joined that church and I ain't looked back. She said, so now I serve at the church and I do this and I do that. And it's so good. And you would love it. You should totally bring him. There's going to be a lot of men there for him to like really connect with, things for him to do, people for him to just really find his own place. And I was like, okay, sounds great. Let's do it. All right. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of Laura Mercier, was the translucent powder. So, oh, now don't spill it. So anywho, that's how we ended up at Union Church. That was in August. So we first went to Union Church August of, this is my little puff I'm going to use. August 2024. Right now it is February 4th. Is it 4th? Yes. Today is February 4th, 2025. So we have been at Union ever since that first August, that day. And we got really like, we walked in and it just was so warm and so welcoming. And my baby girl, who's 10, she went into the children's church area because they have like a kiddie room or whatever. She went into that. And me and my son went into the main, you know, they don't call it a sanctuary, but like the main auditorium. And in the main auditorium, I remember my son like kicking and fighting me. He did not want to go. Alexa, add 5 more minutes.
Okay, snoozing for 5 minutes.
Thank you. So my son didn't want to go, y'all. Oh, so this is Juvia's place. This is a Cameroon palette. What is it? Is it Press Foundation? So my son didn't want to go. I told him that we were going to be getting up and going to church that Sunday. And he was like, why are we getting up and going to church? Don't nobody need to get up and go to church. I don't understand why you're making all of these changes. And I was like, baby, it's going to help you. So anywho, y'all, I had to drag him in there, kicking and screaming. He did not want to go. So what I did was I did the translucent powder under my eye. Then I take the foundation, it's a light color foundation, the same color as my, concealer, and I put that underneath of here. I put that in the places where I put concealer at, and then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me. Y'all see this is very well loved. This is in the color Coconut. $3.55. And then I use the other part of the puff, the side part of the puff, to go through and do the other parts of my face. So the whole idea here is to do the liquid foundation on the bottom and then the powder foundation. Now I should have another darker foundation to go over the contour parts, but I ain't got that. Okay, so we using what we got to get what we want. We're gonna bring it back to life after we use some bronzer. So anywho, we go into the church, and the first day in, my son is like leaning on me, trying to act like he want to fall asleep. He don't want to, you know, stand up and participate. He don't want nothing. We're gonna put a little liquid liner on. This is like a little hair store 24-hour kiss liner, child. We just gonna put, is this, you good? No, we're not gonna put that one on because it's dry. All right, where's my other one? I have an Il Makiage one that I really love, but okay. All right. Boop, boop. So this is Il Makiage. You got to order this one, y'all, but it's an eyeliner. It says ink liner in black. And one of these is kind of dry, so it's time for me to order a new one. Is it this one? Oh. So anywho, my son is like not interested in going. We get there, and then my pastor is so funny that my son starts to wake up and he's excited. And then the people start telling him about the student night, and now he all in it, y'all. Now he's excited to go to church. He's excited to show up for student night. And then we go and pick up my daughter. And when we go to pick her up from the children's church, it's not, I say children's church, but it's just called like the kids center or whatever. I don't know what they call it. It's the little kiddie room, y'all know. So when we go to pick up my daughter from the kiddie room, baby, it's baptism day. I forgot to tell y'all that. So it's baptism day. Why my baby girl say, Mommy, I want to get baptized? She got baptized the very first day that we went back to church. The very first day that we went back to church, my 10-year-old decided that she wanted to get herself baptized, and I let her. They give you all of the things that you need to get baptized. I guess I'm going to have to come back and do a part 2 because this is turning out a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And I didn't even get to tell you guys about, like, I have a, I'll summarize it real quickly. But if you guys want more detail, I'll come back and give it. But basically, ever since joining church last August, my daughter has gotten baptized. My son has joined a few teams. I have joined a few teams. I said a few teams. My son has been helping out with the teams, and he hasn't officially joined the team, but he is going to be joining their groups that we have this semester, the boys groups. And I've been serving on the greeters team, and now I am going to be a group host. So today is going to be the opening of my very first group. My group is called Esther Empowerment. And we are going to be talking all things transformation, all things girly. And I'm putting my makeup on because I got to go to work. But tonight I got to get on Zoom with my modern day Esther child. And we going to just, I'm so excited for what God been doing in my life. And so I just felt like I needed to come on here and give y'all that update as I was doing my makeup. And I know I kind of rushed through it. I know I had a little ADHD moment. This is another Juvia's Place bronzer palette. This one is dark, bronzer dark, look like that. I know I kind of rushed through it, but that was because I gotta get to work for real. But I just want to tell someone that, oh, that's not what was supposed to happen. I just want to tell someone, don't sleep on God, because sometimes God will come and shake up your life in ways that you didn't even imagine. And the only thing that I did different was I started reading my daily devotionals every single day. And when I started reading my daily devotionals every single day, I feel like I started to hear God clearer. I started to understand who he was, and he started to lead people to me that were going to help lead me to him. And so now here we are, locked and loaded, holy roller for Jesus. Really don't care what it looked like to nobody. I'm outside. Thank you, Alexa, stop. So now I be outside just shining for God, y'all. Oh, and if you want to hear the story about how I cut my hair, because I know you're probably looking like, that ponytail look a little short, Chris. That ponytail look a little short. And it do. And it do. Because the day after Christmas, baby, God was like, oh, I just put on another palette. Sorry. My bad. So this was the bronzer palette, volume 6. It looked like this. This is like the little orange one. And then this is the Better Than Sex mascara. And it's just a little travel one. because I still do love to travel, y'all. So I still be traveling. And one day I'm going to get on here and actually make these videos of when I went to Africa solo. Because it's so much stuff that I've done that's just sitting in my phone taking up memory. And I haven't posted it. And like I said, they said all of the money reside on YouTube. And, you know, we finna be YouTube monetized because mama needs some money. And I got places to go, people to teach, things to do. So if you have made it this far in this video, I think I was talking about something before I got sidetracked when the alarm went off. It's okay. But oh, I'm gonna show y'all my hair real quick before I exit. We gotta put a lip on. We need a lip. This will happen when you be cleaning up and you clean up stuff away from your own self. You be like, what did I do with it? Anywho, let me put a little of this on. So this is Fenty Trophy Wife. It's a highlighter. And we're going in with the highlighter brush. Go like that, so. And I put highlight. I like highlight, okay? Not everybody like highlight. It might not be a thing. And I turn my little thing over and I just dab that right there like that. And yes, I took my nails off too. Girl, I just been different. I've been real different for God. And that's another story I got to tell because my son actually told me, Mommy, you've been so different. But I like it. I like it too. I don't know. And if you don't like it, that's fine. We need a lip. I know I gotta have a lip brush in here. Come on. I said a lip brush. I just need one lip liner. Just one. Okay, see? Asking you, y'all, why the lip liner was right here? Jesus. Okay, so this is a hair store one. This is a MAC one. Is this chestnut or is this the... Yeah, this is chestnut. All right, so this is MAC chestnut. Or is it night mauve? No, this is night mauve. It's not... I was like, this look a little purpley. And I'm a heavy liner. I like lining my lips heavy, so go that like that. So I already had some gloss on, so it ain't gonna stick the way I need it to stick. It's okay. It's gonna be on. All right. Oh, I was saying, so I'm going to grab, what's this? Tiramisu NYX. Oh, this is, y'all know how stuff be getting on it in your purse. Let's just clean that off a little bit. You didn't see that. Just the magic of TV. Okay? All right, tiramisu. Throw a little bit of that on there like so. So I was saying that I cut my hair the day after Christmas because God was just telling me, like, you're different and it's okay to be different. And so let me leave you with this one thing that really ultimately pushed me to cut my hair. I was on a prayer call because I also felt the prayer call too. So I'll be on a prayer call every day. Like, y'all, I'm just so engulfed in things, Jesus. It's crazy. But so I was on this call. Where is my one size? One size, y'all. I love this spray, okay? One size. So I was on this prayer call. Remember I told you I woke up and I just felt like everything looked the same? And that's what I was feeling like. I was feeling like everything looked the same as the last December, And God was like, that's because you need to change it. So as I got on the prayer call the day after Christmas, they were saying how sometimes we subscribe to the rhetoric of, I'm so glad I don't look like what I've been through. When the reality is, if you are a diamond, if God has transformed you, if you've been through the fire and you've been through the hard things, and you've been through some things that have changed you, you should look different. You should look different. You should look like a diamond because a diamond is the most valuable jewel that we honor in this world. So if you've been through some fire, if you've been through some hard times, if you've been through some things and you've allowed God to transform you, don't be afraid to show up different. Don't be afraid to look different. Don't be afraid to just shine in the beauty that he has bestowed upon you, because all of those hard things that you went through have transformed you into a diamond, and you are a diamond, baby. So if you don't look like what you've been through, okay, because a diamond don't look like a coal. A diamond looks like money. Okay. Anyway, this is my new haircut. If you want to know the whole story, if you want to see the story about when I cut my hair, what I did, because it was down to here, I have that footage too. Let me know in the comments. Talk back to me, guys, because I'm going to do my best to get these videos out to you every single week. I am committed. I am locked in, and I'm being obedient to what God told me to do. And I hope that I find my tribe. I hope that you are a part of my tribe. And if you made it this far in this video, I want to say thank you so much. Please make sure that you like and subscribe and share it with somebody that needs to hear this story. I know I was all over the place. If you need some more makeup tips, you want me to go slower, you want me to do something different, I got you. Put it in the comments, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all of the platforms. Miss Chris J, MISSKRISJ. All right, I love you on purpose. Bye.